swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on a team looking for its first win, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Florida's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it! so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Razorbacks are on the move. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig!
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
One thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Got a man. It's West. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got it in the middle. It's West. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to run it. It's Daniels. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Gonna let it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have cover.
There he goes. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised, in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Motion from the wideout. Pulled and fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll try the right side. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Newton. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's West. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's West. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Gators have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel.
Looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The short hands, it's Jefferson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Newton. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They get to the line quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's West. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the...
Turning it on! And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third down, he drops the throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Arkansas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Newton. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking for space, it's Daniels. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Took care of it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a man. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got it. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller numbers.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Working that wide receiver screen. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Newton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands points on it this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Newton. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense...
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jefferson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught over the middle, it's West. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit, nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, and now the clock's...
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Florida, 56. Arkansas, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
No gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Second down.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ferguson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He makes a catch. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.